it's a nice redfish. Look at that. There we go. My rod just got yanked into the water. Got the camper, got the tutorial, learned how to use everything. Pretty sweet. So we're going to be on the road very shortly. Finally on the road. This is it for Colorado. My dad is done here. So we're going to be driving. We're going to stop in Arkansas first, Beaver Lake, camp out there. And so that's going to take us about 10 hours. And then tomorrow morning, as soon as the sun starts to peek over the mountains, the Ozarks, we will be fishing. So this is it. This is the end of the line for Colorado. For my dad, I'll be on the road very shortly. See you in a minute. Well, yeah, you kind of did it. You know, you set your goal 2 years ago. You're going to move to Florida, sell your house. Yeah. Not only that, but while you're out here, you got your PhD.
Masters and PhD.
Masters and PhD.
Yeah.
You know, paid into the house. You know, got a lot of, got all the essentials that you needed, the truck, all these things. In the last, 6 months, fixing up the house, all these things for this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the camper, sell the house, get the camper, get on the road. So, how's it feel? This is it right here.
Oh, it's almost anticlimactic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, all the things that I had to go through.
Right.
To get to this point was worth it. But like I said, it's anticlimactic and and I guess it is for a lot of things. When people set goals, you get them. Now I'm setting another goal.
Right.
And that's what's important, I think, setting another goal. But no, I feel okay. A little bit apprehensive.
Yeah.
See it.
Hold on.
I'm hopeful.
Well, you've been setting goals for 20-something years, and so after you set one goal, get your master's, you get it.
Yeah.
Then get your PhD, you get it.
Yeah.
Get a nice job, you get it.
Yeah.
Get the truck, sell the house, get the camper, all these steps. I guess it would be anticlimactic because it's just kind of a process of what you do anyway, which is setting goals.
Right. Yeah. Even if it's just little goals leading up to a big one.
Right.
And the big one. So it's that's part of life. You set, most people, I think, would think, they set goals. Some they achieve, some they don't. So you set a new goal. So,
All right, let's wrap it up.
We're on our way.
All right, that's it. Oh, we're in Kansas.
What?
Just drive.
I hear the music.
Hold on a second, I need 3 seconds. All right, we just stopped somewhere in Kansas, I think outside of Wichita. Grab a little refueler right behind us, and should be on the road shortly. Man, there are a lot of bugs out here. Look at that. Bugs, frogs, cats. Crazy. Well, we've been on the road for a long time. It's like 1:30 Arkansas time, so it's an hour later than it is back home in Colorado. So we're still like an hour out from the campsite. We don't know if we can even get into the campsite this late, which would be awesome if we couldn't. So we got about another hour to get through these windy, foggy roads. It's been pretty harrowing. There's so much fog. We can barely see where we're going. And it's getting late. There's hardly any traffic out. We're in these windy hills of Arkansas. So yeah, hopefully we'll get there soon and be able to hook the camper up and get to sleep, because I would like to fish first thing in the morning, sunset, which is like 6:30. So it's already, by the time we get there, it'll be almost 3. So it's not a lot of sleep after a very long day. So yeah, that's what's going on. So hopefully, I don't know. I guess I'm rambling because I'm exhausted, so I'll just cut it short. What do you think, Ryder? Yeah, he agrees. Rambling. All right, well, it's very early because we had to sleep in the truck. We got to the campsite and it was pitch black here. We could not find an available spot. Just too dark carrying that trailer around. So we just pulled over and slept for a couple hours until the sun started to come up. And we found a site. So I'm exhausted. I'm sure my dad is too. So I don't know if we're gonna sleep for a bit or what. Anyway, gotta put up the camper. All right, so by the time we made it, we slept in the car. I think I told you that. When the sun came up, we found a spot to camp. It's real kind of weird over here though, because there's like first available, but I don't know if we had to be here earlier to pay for it. So we just put money in the little envelope that they have at parks and put the thing on the dash. I don't know if that's legit or not. We did pay for it. So anyway, there's an attendant here right now talking to my dad. So hopefully we don't get kicked off because we just kind of settled in. Here's the camper. It's kind of a mess right now because we're organizing. But the bed was not bad, actually. Better than the cot that I've been sleeping on. So we're hopefully not getting kicked out of here. Also, the plan of like fishing first thing just did not fly because we didn't even sleep. So by the time the sun came up, we still hadn't slept, but we were just getting the camper set up. So I had to sleep for a few hours, so we missed the first bite of the morning. I'm feeling a little bit better, so maybe we'll go out. I just kind of throw some stuff at the lake because it's not too far. It's just a short walk through those woods. So maybe we'll be fishing soon. I'm not sure. If we get kicked out, gotta go somewhere else, who knows. So aside from our immediate dilemma of if we can even stay here, we don't have any food because we had a bunch of food in the cooler in the hotel and it went bad because the cooler wasn't on. So we are out here in the middle of nowhere with no food. May not be able to stay in this spot. Very little sleep. I don't think my dad got any sleep. So fishing is kind of on the back burner until we get all this other stuff sorted out. All right, so we took a little break at that campsite because that was the nearest one that we could get to at such an early hour. But we talked to someone and they point us to another site, which is more ideal.
76 to 90s down.
Right. So we just packed everything up. We kind of been consolidating and getting the camper ready for, you know, the rest of the trip to Florida. Kind of experimenting with stuff, checking things out, tried to build a bike rack. Oh dear. So we're moving to the other spot. We're gonna set up camp there, hit the store because we have no food, and then be on the bite hopefully for, you know, prime time evening bite because it is really hot. It's about 93, humid, and I doubt the bite is any good right now. So it should be perfect timing by the time we get on the water. You excited to fish, Dad?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know.
Sorry, I'm looking for the site.
It's been a while. All right, we got to find the site. And it's complete. This is where the magic happens, meaning where I cook breakfast. I'm here at Beaver Lake, Arkansas, finally getting on some fishing. Not too much time, just trying to catch the evening bite. Not a lot of going on right now. I did catch that one little one, which is very cool. Yo, Dad. Yo, Dad. Yo, Dad. All right. I don't know why this tiny little fish makes me happy. Probably because I did not think I would catch one at all. Alright, I gotta get a picture of this tiny fish. Looks like a spot. My first fish in a couple of days, so that's very exciting. Did see a little bit of top water, so I threw some big baits to see if maybe there's some striper around or bass boiling, but it just kind of came and went really fast. so much activity on this lake, so many recreational boats. So I'm just gonna fish the Sanko a few more minutes and then call it a day, and then come back bright and early. What were you gonna say? What's up, little buddy? Well, I'm not sure this one counts, but there's another one on the jerkbait. Right, so I am just leaving Beaver Lake, which is in Rogers, Arkansas. Beautiful place, beautiful campground. See the lake in the background, some more lake over there. Really nice place. Unfortunately, we didn't get to fish that much because we got in here really late. So the whole timing of the trip was dependent on when my dad closed on his house first, and then when we got the camper. So we didn't hit the road until about 2 o'clock. So that means we got here at about 11 hours, 12 hours. It was about 4 in the morning when we settled in, and we just slept for a couple hours and then had to figure out where we're gonna put the campsite up. Put the camper up, which was our first time doing it, so we kind of had to go through a lot of different things to figure it out. And then we were able to fish a little bit in the afternoon. Yesterday evening, that's when I caught that one fish, which was awesome. And then I finally got a good night's sleep last night after a week or two of not. And then, caught that little fish this morning. But it's really tough from the bank here. It's really deep, really big lake. A lot of nice bluffs and stuff that if I was in a boat, I mean, that's where I would be going. Lots of coves on the other side of the lake that are pretty much undisturbed. It's a very busy lake, high traffic. Over the weekend, there were lots of pleasure boaters, jet skis everywhere. So in that case, I like to hit like little quieter areas or just deeper water, which we're not able to do from the bank here. So anyway, there will be some more fishing coming up, I promise. We are headed to Lake Fork, Texas, the famous Lake Fork, one of the best big bass lakes in the world, as far as I understand. So we're gonna be hitting the road right now in a matter of seconds, and we should be there in time to set up camp and get some fishing done, which will be really cool, hitting the evening bite there. And then hopefully get to do some fishing there tomorrow, maybe rent a boat, because I really wanna get out there, really wanna catch the fish. I really wanna show you guys some fishing. This trip has been mainly about my dad moving, so I came out here to help him move, which took a long time just waiting for the house to close and all these other things. So it was less about fishing and more about helping him move, camping, all that stuff. So I'm hoping to get more into some fishing very shortly. So if you've been hanging with me this whole time, I really appreciate it. There will be more fishing coming up. So thanks, and I will see you in Texas. Whatever it is, it's fighting good. Goes under the dock or not? Oh, he's right here. Oh, giant fish, giant redfish, Dad.